is the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. It's great to have you with us. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First for Los Angeles, CP3 at point with Redick there, the backcourt. And inside at center, a long 6'11", the skyscraping big man out of Texas A&M, DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. And then for the Houston Rockets, adding the backcourt, Jeremy Lin along with James Harden. And it's center, the most dominant physical presence in the NBA, the elite defensive big man, Dwight Howard. Then there's Chandler Parsons, and it's Ashik in at the power forward.
You know, for so long, the Clippers were on the bottom rung of the ladder in the West, almost were a joke in the conference, but their fortunes have changed dramatically in the past few years, and now they're a team that's respected and feared.
Well, Clark, you said the Clippers have really flipped the Western Conference upside down over the last few years, and you're right. They have done it with, Steve, style, to say the least. They've got now also a very deep team.
Well, a 35-17 record against the West was enough to secure them their division and advantage in the first round. You have to remember, too, that they were without some of their big stars last season, so if they can stay healthy and really take advantage of what they have, this could be a lot of fun.
Pass to Redick. Puts it up from 17. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, once a shooter, always a shooter. J.J. Redick, one of the great marksmen of all time at Duke in the college game. And it's kept on rolling here in the NBA. He's got deep range on his three, can spot up and shoot from anywhere, and also put the ball on the floor a couple times and create a shot inside.
Great shot is right. And like you said, not only threes, but Steve, any shot where you give Redick a chance to set his feet and get a clear view of the hoop, his shot form is just too consistent for him to miss. He's one of those players who works on that just so diligently. You know he's going to find a degree of success every time out there. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Harden draws the double. Ashik. Back to Harden. From past the arc. That is good. Harden's got 5 minutes.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Stolen by Harden. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Gets it to go.
Regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And so here are the Clippers. Back to Paul. Kicks it to Dudley. He feeds it to Paul. And another three for the Clippers.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Lin gets a screen from Harden. Lin dishes to Ashik. Back to Lin. There's the lob to the hoop. And Ashik throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And Griffin with the score. The assist from Redick. Griffin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Here's Collison. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, everybody knows that Dwight Howard this offseason decided to leave the Lakers and join the Houston Rockets. And while there's less guaranteed money, because the contract is for 4 years instead of 5, Howard actually makes over $1 million more per year with the Rockets. The reason? There's no income taxes in the state of Texas. So, guys, the move to Houston may make sense from both a basketball and a financial perspective.
Seems like a good fit. Thanks, Doris.
Well, one thing that Byron Mullins added last year was a three-point shot, and he wasn't shy at all about trying it out. I mean, it was still a work in progress, and right now I think it's a part of his game.
6 to shoot. Here's Matajunas. Off target from outside. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Barnes. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. Barnes has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Los Angeles. And to go back to Mullins, not the best percentage from outside, but he is a spot of big man.
Well, he can get his three-point percentage up a little higher, along with his decent rebounding. I think they found something in terms of a player who can be a consistent threat in that front court.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Stolen by Collison. Fast break, here they come. Open shot, Crawford. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Rockets trail by 6.
With the time left, they can trade 2 for 1 here.
If they hurry.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
LA's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Dudley the pass to Collison. Barnes kicks to Crawford. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Mullins backs in. Dudley. Again, Los Angeles. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's Harden with the drive. And that one is hammered home. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go Clark right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Now the dish to Dudley. Back to Collison. And the first half ends in a close one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. Well, folks, stay tuned for the halftime show with Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Time now for the Tuesday Roundup, coming to you on 2K Sports. The Clippers in a hard-fought game against the Houston Rockets. The assist total indicative of their unselfish play, spreading that ball around. There's been some great work in this one by Blake Griffin, and Chris Paul's also been getting it done. The Rockets have been plugging away. They haven't settled on tough shots. They're taking it strong inside. They're getting quality shots and a lot of quantity of those quality shots. James Harden has been the X factor. He's got 7 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. And that'll do it for us here in the studio. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot. Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. And do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
Redick dishes the ball. Griffin, defended by Usher. That's good. 7 points for Blake Griffin.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, for Dwight Howard, a perfect fit with head coach Kevin McHale. So often, head coaches are former point guards, but in McHale, a Hall of Fame power forward. Howard has a coach he can quite literally see eye to eye with. And McHale is one of the all-time great post-up scorers. And for Dwight Howard, he said that was the biggest reason for his decision to come to Houston, saying, quote, "I felt he could really help me develop in the post." Guys, back to you.
Don't see many great back-to-the-basket big men these days. He's one of the best, certainly. One-on-one fast break, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Redick, defended by Asher. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
Yeah, and it all had to be perfect and in precision. That's not nearly as easy as they made it look.
Myron Mullins is checked in for the Clippers. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Then the pass to Parsons. The feed now to Howard. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Here is Lynn. They get it back. Howard kicks to Lynn. Now the pass to Asher. Parsons. Up again.
No tip required when you've got room to make the stuff.
That's some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
And that one's good, Griffin.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers lead by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Lions.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
Well, they've also really been dialed in with their jump shot. I mean, they have not missed much from mid-range today.
Rockets trail by 6. Lynn dishes to Howard. Back to Lynn. Ball's knocked loose. Paul with the steal. He passes to Barnes. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jordan against Lynn. Here's Garcia. Good D by Jordan.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Ball outside. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. A 3 from Barnes, and it's good. Barnes has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Clippers.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Yeah, it's something we haven't seen much of at the other end of the floor, though.
Crawford kicks to Barnes. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They trail by 10. 55 seconds left in the game. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Kevin McHale had some advice for the team in that last break. He challenged this group to really go for it, saying, now's the time when winners take control. Now let's go out there and take it to them. Guys, a nice pep talk. We'll see if he got them going.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. And stolen by Parsons. Harden kicks to Howard. Back to Harden. Houston moving it around. And Parsons gets it to go.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
They double-team Griffin. Here's Crawford. Again, Los Angeles.
Time to turn out the lights on this game.
I think they deserve a ton of credit for the way they played here today. Truly a professional display.
He kicks it to Dudley. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is going to be a great game for them. No win on the Ramsey in the NBA. Nice performance.
Any player loves sending his own fans home happy. He loves even more sending opposing fans home miserable.
And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. It's tipped. He tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Long range from the inbound, and the miss. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation.